That's it.
Okay, guys, it's Bernina Barb, and the boys will be joining me momentarily. Both the brothers. Woo! And here they come.
Smells like cinnamon rolls.
I know, it smells really good.
can't
Somebody was.
Are we live?
Yeah,
Yep.
we're live. We're live. Come on in. Join the party.
You can,
All right.
oh, okay.
All right.
What was that? All right.
All right.
We're back. I'm back, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So what's going on, Barb?
What's going on?
Oh, you brought a patch too. Nice.
yeah. Yeah. We have prizes. We have an agenda. I think I previewed it for you. I think we're ready to go.
Okay.
All right. You get dad time.
Dad time.
Yeah. What's it like being a new dad?
I'm tired, so I think that's like the standard. I mean, what do you want to know? I don't know. All these years of skating by free. Yeah. It's over.
Can I show a picture?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can show a picture. Oh,
There he is.
He's so cute.
So we got our we had our
2 weeks.
2-week appointment, and we got, these days, I don't know if the people watching know, but they have specs on these babies. They'll rank your baby, all sorts of different specs. So funny enough, Lachlan is in the 98th percentile for height. He was born at 22 inches, so let's hope that keeps going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't top out at 5'9". 5'10". 5'10". Listen, 5'10". In the morning. Yeah,
Yeah.
your Red Wings. Oh man. But so he was 98th, he was born 22 inches, so he was 98th percentile in height, and he was 40th in BMI, so he's a tall, skinny boy. He's got a medium-sized head, 40th percent. I'm telling you, they rank your baby.
They measure everything.
And they new to him. I didn't know that they were gonna do that. You know what I mean? I'm like, so
Everything.
but they tell you like where he ranks.
Yeah.
So it's
He's
like
2 weeks old.
so he's a tall, skinny, medium-sized head, and what was the other thing? Weight. No, he's heavy. So he gained a pound over his birth weight.
Wow.
So he lost a little bit,
Yeah.
and then in 2 weeks he's already recouped that and then put on an extra pound. So everything is going well. I'm doing my best to be useful at home. It's kind of, there's not a lot for dad to do. I do my best to take care of Laura, make sure that, I help out as much as possible, but he doesn't have a use for me at the moment.
No,
not as
you
much
don't have the
anyway.
goods.
I do my best to, keep him happy, but yeah, only when he's fully fed is
he good for dad?
Yeah. But it's been really great. It definitely wasn't without its moments of drama throughout the whole birth and everything, but everything turned out well, and that's all that matters. So when someone just hands you a sheet that says dad. Yeah. Okay, let me, the kid's gonna look back and watch it.
Cut it off. We're done.
All right. What's next?
Announcements. We've got a whole bunch of stuff because it is getting more and more special by the hour for you people to show up and have a great time and get great deals. April 22nd, April 23rd.
Yeah.
So let's see.
If you're not signed up, go to the website on the top of primitivegatherings.us. There's an event tab. You click on that, it'll bring up a calendar and sign up. You can win a really awesome machine. I know we've been talking about it a lot, and honestly, I'm excited for the event, and I'm also excited not to have to tell you guys about the event anymore because there's been like I know. I know, but this is such a big deal.
It is. It's going to be so exciting.
So bring your friends, even if they're not into sewing, and then increase your chances of winning this beautiful K475, and then give them $100 for their, if you win, whatever. Okay. But let's pack this thing for Mr. Olchi. Like, it's such an honor that he's flying over to visit us. And we really want to show, and we have a good crowd so far. So thank you for all the people who are supporting us. Thank you so much. I promise this is like the last week, right? This is the last week we have to say this.
Yep.
Thank God. We know that you're probably sick of hearing it, but it's our job to fill this event. So please go to the website, sign up. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a ton of food and
Mhm.
a lot of little amusements and
you-
demos. And
Yeah. You missed the listing of food last week. We
Oh,
had the menu.
I don't
and it's
even know.
like,
I'm like behind the
oh,
8 ball here. Like
yeah,
I've been a
there's
little
good
busy.
stuff
You
coming.
gotta get in enough.
There is
Yeah.
good stuff coming. The food is
I'm
yeah,
just back.
even like we said last week. Even if you just come for the snacks, $25 is a bargain
Oh, yeah.
because it's
Come for the snacks, win something, have
Win
fun.
something.
Come talk to me. We'll hang out.
Yeah, yeah.
Baby Lachlan will be there. I'll leverage his birth to.
we would all do that. Never fear. Yeah.
Come meet him.
I
All
don't
right.
have any grandchildren, so I guess I have to just
Barb,
up.
I'm slowly working on Barb for babysitting, and I think we've, yeah, she'll have
You
to,
got somebody saying, get in line.
Yeah. no, oh, I should say that. So to everybody who sent me a card or a text message, if I didn't get back to, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the well wishes and the congratulations. It meant a lot. We have the sweetest people that are in our Bernina family and our Primitive Gatherings family. It's more than just a customer sort of relationship, and it means a lot to me. So thank you. I should take a moment to say that because I really appreciate that. You know, it's a big deal and it's very exciting, and it's nice to know that so many people care. You know what I mean? So thank you.
Well, thank
everybody
you
out there.
everybody for being patient too with
Yeah.
us being
Yeah.
down a
Well-
man, you know, being short staffed.
Oh.
We made it all work though. We
Yeah.
pulled through.
Thank you guys for holding the fort down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't set the place on fire.
Yeah.
That's good.
Damn good.
Did
thing.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did good. So that hopefully, like I said, this will be the last time we have to talk about this event. But sign up, $25. Sign up, win a $3,000 sewing machine, and we're gonna also have all sorts of other little. What is this, Jay? What are we doing? with this? Giveaway. Is that giveaway?
I think so. I think it's part
For
of your
the
little
event?
package.
Ah, look at that. Let's see if Kaylee can focus.
Yeah, I wanted
There
it
we go.
against your black.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Cool.
Beautiful. Bernina X Primitive Galleries. Isn't that what the kids say when it's a joint thing?
I don't
You know what I mean? It's like a collab.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I have no idea.
we're gonna also have some special pricing that Barb said too.
Mhm.
So, so we're gonna have some chairman specials, and I know it's annoying to not be able to tell you what they all are, but Bernina has rules, and we can't promote it. But if you're looking for a machine, let's just say it'll be a good day to show up.
Yeah.
Also, on that note, final last little thing is Bernina just sent the updated financing. So for a while, we couldn't get the true 0%. Like, so we had a few pre-planned financing events with Bernina that were supposed to be 0 for 60 months, 0 for 48 months. And because of the rates being the way they are, it was 3.99 or 2.99. So not bad, but still not 0. Well, we just got an email the last couple days, and we have a 0% for 60 and a 0% for 12-month special. So we're really happy for those people, especially that are looking at purchasing the big long arms and things like that, where the 0% really helps out.
Really.
I know financing specials is also not everybody's favorite topic.
0
But
for
if
12
you
on
are,
domestic is good too.
yes, if you are interested in buying a machine and your plan of winning it doesn't pan out,
Come
Yeah.
see us.
we still have some specials and stuff like that. So I think that concludes for what I have.
All right. Just
Barb.
one more reminder is the cute little, I'm going to put it against it. Nice dark background there. That's
Let's
the zipper pouch that is going to be the Monday, April 22nd
yes.
class.
Here, I'm going to turn it
Yeah,
around too.
we got quilting in the hoop,
There's a lot of
we get a
nice body to
zipper,
it. Very nice.
lining.
So this is the 790 Pro class.
That's the 790 Pro class. So if you
Nice.
have not signed up, I think there are just a few seats left.
Yeah, we have a good
Please.
turnout for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think we have enough for like maybe 2 to 4 more people. So if you're thinking, if you're on the edge, pull the trigger because you're going to be upset that you missed it.
Yes.
All right. What else? Oh, I think that there will be no lives next week
No lies.
because
You got to come to the live.
yeah,
Be
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
Be
So
live.
we are live.
We
Yeah,
won't
be
be
here.
there. We will be there. So yeah, come and join us. And we'll pick you up again in 2 weeks. So just wanted to do that little thing. Yeah. Seats are going, gone. We can only fit so many people into the gathering according to, fire laws.
And we're trying to push the limits.
And we want to push that limit. And we're getting close, but yeah.
It's
it
going to
would
be a
nice.
blast.
It would be nice.
Please
for people to
come.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Please.
Please. All right. What else? Do you have anything?
I don't have too
What do
much.
you have for sale?
Hey,
What do we
I
have for
have,
What do we have for used machines?
I have a 750 that I'm willing to do a pretty good deal on.
What's
I have
What's that? What's a pretty good deal?
like $2,000, I'd say.
Woo!
Ah.
7 series for
$2,000 for
2000.
a 7
Free
series.
shipping?
I mean, we could figure it out. That's for sure.
Okay.
I have a Tula 770 special edition.
Very nice.
Still,
Very nice.
I have a regular 770 QE. I'll have a Cape 770 here in a little bit. So if you're in the market for a used 7 series, we have a few of those.
Mhm.
I have a few long arms too. If you're in the market for a used long arm,
Did
I
that
have
lady
a-
buy the handy quilter yet?
not yet. It's not confirmed. So I have 2 handy quilters. I got a Martelli, and an HQ. What is that? Fusion.
We have a Fusion, which is the 24-inch, and we have the Infinity, which is the 26-inch, both with the Pro Stitcher, which is the robotics. People really like it for the price point. If the Bernina is just not in the realm of possibilities, the used handy quilter. And a lot of these machines, the ladies didn't get the training, which is why they traded in and came with us. So if you're someone who, like, let's say you already have a business, you have a handy quilter, we sell these things like half. I mean, we're not.
You're
trying
looking for a deal
Yeah.
on another handy quilter to add to your fleet, or a friend that you know who's looking for one.
Low
hit us
stitches,
up.
yep.
Low stitches. Hit us up. We're willing to wheel and deal on these used long arms we
Yep.
have. We want them gone. So
Yep. A lot of times people who want to buy our long arms, they have trade-ins. So
Yep.
we have a good selection and a baby lock cornet.
Yep.
So
Yeah. And the theme that we hear all the time that Luke touched on is they didn't get any training. And it's the same with domestic machines too, is I have somebody who came in this week. She has a 135. It's an older machine. Perfectly good,
That machine's
great
awesome.
condition. It ran like a charm, but she didn't have any training, and she was concerned about some of the feet that she had that she didn't know how to use. And there were a couple, how to use the stitches that you have to do the pound
Old school stuff.
numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The magic combination stuff.
Mhm.
And we can help you out, whether it's a long arm that you want or you have a domestic model that you are having questions or comments or problems or whatever. Give us a call. Send us an email. Let us know so that we can help you. That's what we're here for.
yeah.
And to sell.
Yeah.
Because if your machine doesn't work, we know ones that do.
Yeah, if it's not you and it is the machine.
Yeah, yeah.
We
we
can-
got a solution to that.
But don't
problem.
don't save money on training. It'll be the best money that you ever spent. You know, you spend all this money on the machines, and if you don't get the training, that's rough. You can really ease the learning curve and make it a lot better. Get right to doing fun stuff instead of being frustrated.
And I'm looking at the monitor right now, and I'm thinking I need to be a little taller, or because I got these little purple wings coming out of my head.
Look like you're wearing a crown.
What?
Look at the block right behind her head.
Barb, that's amazing.
I know.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
Like we're all
Look at
statues
this.
of liberty.
Yeah.
See, this is how we get the
Speaking of that, quilt spotlight.
Cool
Oh,
spotlight.
Quilt
Yes.
spotlight.
Yes.
Look at
This
dude,
is-
zoom out.
This is huge.
Where's the sheet? By huge, by huge, Barb means 121 by 111.
Yeah,
So 121 inches by 111 inches.
It's massive.
And if you could, Kaylee, if you can zoom in a little bit so you can see the quilting on this. I cannot believe that while I was gone, somebody agreed to this request, and it turned out beautiful.
Super.
But if you came in and I was working and you said, "Hey, Luke, can you do a crosshatch on my 121 inch by 111 inch quilt?" My answer would have been no, because that is tough. And when that goes wrong, it can go wrong really quickly. But Tyler and you and Colleen really pulled it off. That is not an easy pattern to line up perfectly, and they did an amazing job.
Yeah.
I was very, very proud of what everyone did when I came back and saw this one. So that's a more expensive design. That's a 4-cent design. This is going to be an expensive one. This one is going to be, just under $600.
I mean, it was on the frame for about 8 days. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not one you can rush. And I came in.
It's one you have to walk away from sometimes too.
Yeah.
Hit pause on the machine, just walk away.
Yeah. So the crosshatch one is very difficult to line up, and if it's just one of those ones where it's like you really gotta be on your game.
Concentration, yeah.
And when it goes wrong, I mean, you don't want to have to pick this whole quilt out. This is one where I would have been like, yeah, crosshatch would have been good. Have you thought about a feather? You know what I mean? But
which would have been gorgeous too. But
the department took up the challenge, and it looks beautiful. And I mean, amazing. This one was done with a cotton thread, so we didn't do the invisible. This is going to be. I'm assuming this is going to be some sort of king size drape if it's a tall bed.
Must be,
Yeah, it's a gift for her friend or sister, one of the two. I'm not sure what she said.
It's a nice gift.
Yeah.
It's a nice gift. So, what else do we have?
Jake, do you want to get the panel? It's sitting right there. We showed this panel last week, and since then we've had a couple of ideas.
Did you bring your other ones that you did?
Well, those are in the works, man.
Yeah. We got plans. We got plans, baby.
Woo. Yeah. So yeah, we showed this this panel off last live. We were here. It's a new design by Riley Blake.
This is the same people that did the national park.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of that cryptozoology, like,
Yeah.
Conspiracy. This is for your conspiracy theory family members.
Yeah.
If you want to make something with Lizard Man and
Bigfoot
and Jackalope, this is for you.
The Swamp Man.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty
So
cool.
since we did that preview last week, we've come up with a couple ideas, and I've got to spend some time with my sewing machine and make it happen. But we're going to show you a couple different variations on what you could do with that. And you might even get.
How many do we have of these?
We have a few bolts of I sequestered in an entire one for us.
Okay.
So hopefully next time I'll have my frames done, because I quilted an entire panel, and then I cut them all apart, and I'm gonna frame them.
You know what else that'd be great for is pillows.
Yes. And then Barb's gonna whip up something super
if
special.
anyone's interested in that, what we could do technically is we could do an edge to edge for people and ship them the quilted panel, and they could turn it into
whatever they want
fronts. Or, that would be sweet.
Yep. We kind of touched on that last week too. We were going to figure out kind of what we were going to do with them. I know we wanted to frame some of them out. I know we wanted to quilt them, and then we talked about offering the panel service on them as well, if that's something y'all are interested in.
Yeah, email us or call us. Let us know if you're interested in some weird.
We don't have a lot, so, and I think Jess might be selling them on comment sold too. So we got to.
What did I do with mine?
If you want one, you better get it while they're
all right
here.
So can I talk about sergers, or do you want to do more quilts?
Should we? Well, we could show the one that why we're late, or do you want to do the serger stuff? Should we take a break from the quilts and do the serger stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Barb, take it away with serger.
Serger stuff. Okay, it's serger month till the end of April, and last week we were talking about the L890 QE, top of the line. I have the L890, which I've had for a couple of years. It's a great machine. But I was, after some people asked some questions last week, and it was like, well, I don't really know what comes in the QE that makes it special. So I went out and I looked at what we had, and I looked at some of the pricing, and I said, I've got the L890, and some of you do, but now they're showing a quilt that's made entirely on the serger. And it's like, this is really cool. Come out here. So it's called Bloom and Grow, and it's by Amanda Murphy, right? I got that right, Amanda Murphy. She and Pam Mashi, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
From Bernina worked on this quilt together. So it's like two really special people who know what they're doing got together and made this quilt pattern, and it's done all on your serger. All right. So it's kind of piqued my interest. So now what do I need to do to make my L890 compatible for making this quilt? Well, let me tell you, I ordered some feet. I ordered the book. If you want a serger, go for the L890 QE, because I spent over $400 on feet at 20% off, because that's the special this month. You get 20% off serger stuff, and so that brings the regular L890 up above the price of the QE. So if you're thinking about a serger and you want all the functionality, go with the QE. And I have been told that there will be special deals.
It's serger month combined with some chairman specials. If you are interested in a serger, it'll be a great time for you to come to that event. Not only will the head of the serging, Pam Mashi, will be here doing demos. She's going to do a bow tie block, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to show off these sergers in a way that should appeal more to our customer base. So of course, sergers, everyone knows about, sort of the garment sewing and stuff like that. But I want to see how she's going to do these quilt blocks, these bow tie blocks. So that'll be exciting. So it should be good.
Should be good. This is the fabric that comes with the L890 QE special edition, so that you have in your hands everything you need to do to make a quilt with your serger.
I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of modern.
Yeah, this ain't.
It's
sometimes you get the projects from the sewing machine companies, and not to be like whatever.
Yeah,
but it's
no, I think this is
not
Northcott.
not the greatest.
Yeah, yeah. So
no offense to anyone.
Yeah, it's
somebody from Bernina. It's just like
super deal. Yeah, I went out and I bought a couple of feet. All right, 4 feet and a book, $450, and I don't have all the feet I need to do what's in the book. But I have to tell you that they have, I think this is really cool. It's called a height compensation tool. And like in your regular domestic machines, you get this little, it's a little thing about this long that's made of plastic, and it's layered, and you can flip some of those little layers out. And that's the compensation tool for the domestic models. And what you use that for is like when you're making your jeans shorter and you come across that really thick side seam, you can use the compensation tools to make sure that your needle goes through all that fabric, and then will come off of that big lump of fabric and still stitch normally. So a little compensation tool.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't know
So yeah, so this has the compensation tool too, which is going to be very handy when you're using, like, if you're using your serger for doing work with fleece, you like stretchy stuff and you want to use fleece. Sometimes those things will get kind of thick, and the compensation tool would be really good just to have normally with your serger. Now I got 2 other feet here, a shearing foot and a cover stitch compensating foot. And I have no idea how to use those. But I tell you what, I'm going to find out.
Next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. And if you come to the event, Pam Mashi will be there. She will be our instructor. And if you had questions like I do, she can answer them. So between the two of us, we'll get you what you need.
Awesome.
But I am really pumped to look at this quilt and get started and use my new tools with my already awesome L890.
Yeah. And a lot of times when Bernina releases a new model, what they do is they package these bundles like this.
Yeah.
And it's something to really keep in mind. If you're in the market for a new machine, it's always nice to get it when they do the free, they call them gifts with purchase.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times what you don't realize, you go in and you budget for the machine and you're like, oh, it's expensive. And let's say even you find one on sale or a good deal. What you don't realize is how much some of these accessories are.
Yeah.
Like some of the luggage, just the nice wheelie cart. I mean, these things are like $300.
Yeah.
And a lot of times if you go and you buy the machine, well, it's brand new, they throw all this stuff together and it can be thousands and thousands of dollars, especially when they throw in embroidery software, things like that with the embroidery machines. So it's definitely something to look into. Don't look at just the price of the machine. Look at the bundle that comes with it.
The whole picture, because
especially when there's accessories you're gonna buy anyways.
Yeah.
So
these were not available when I bought my serger. They have just been engineered recently so that we can do quilting with our serger.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this because I think that serger is that machine that for me, I'm the least comfortable with it. I don't have a lot of experience with it compared to you. And I hear I see all the really cool things that people do with it that I think quilters specifically would like. But I think a lot of them are like me and they just think of a serger as like an old school thing to like,
garment.
Yeah, do a rolled hem on for a napkin or something, which is cool, but
you can do. Cool. But we got bigger and better things to do. Yeah. All right. I have three prizes this week. Ooh. And they're all red based because it's Bernina time. So there is a little Miori foldable box. These are really adorable. And they're really handy because you can put a lot of stuff in them. That's one prize. One other prize, a little red mini stash and stable. These are really nice for having by your machine. You can stick your scissors in and your ripper and all those kind of things that you kind of lose if they roll off the table, whatever. That's one other prize. And then we have some Old Glory charm pack. Those are our prizes this week.
I've really missed this,
All my craziness. Yeah, right.
Hold on, you can't read them yet. We got a couple more things to do yet.
Okay. All right.
We got to show off a quilt.
All right. We'll show off a quilt.
Anybody have any questions? Ask us some questions so we have something to answer at the end of this. So if you're watching, ask us some questions here. Let's show this one off. So this is why Jake and I were a little bit late because we wanted to get this onto the show. And this is from our favorite people from Wyoming.
Oh, yeah.
This is Tammy Berry. And this is amazing. So we had just a row to do before this started here. And I thought this is incredible. She always sends us the coolest stuff. She's one of our oldest customers.
Yep.
So thank you, Tammy, for continuing to use our service. This is a Baptist fan. We did the smoke clear. So it's basically the invisible, but the tinted. And then we used a really cool, that taupe that we like, and it really shows off the back. So if you can show the black, Kaylee, you probably can show some of the quilting. Looks really nice. It's not quite showing up like it is. Sometimes it's hard to get this like it is in person with the lighting. But yeah, Orifil 50 weight. Is that a 2370 or 20, yeah, 2370? Baptist fan, really great. She's got like the needle turn applique.
It's awesome.
Yes, very nice.
Too.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Sweet.
And then we have another Baptist fan.
Here, let's let Jake hold this one.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. It's like a traditional week here. We got a crosshatch, 2 Baptist fans.
Big ones too.
This is
Yeah, that's
from
not big.
Nancy Berg in Wapaka. So she's a
Local.
local customer.
Beautiful.
But
I know her.
Do you?
Yeah,
yeah,
I do.
Do you like her?
That's a great quilt.
That's a great.
it is a great quilt.
I haven't seen Nancy in a long time. Hi, Nancy.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
this is beautiful. Baptist fan is always one of my favorite patterns. All right. Let's just pull this up.
Do you want to show this one?
If you wanted to talk about it, like you're the boss. Oh, you're Bernina Barb.
Yeah, you're Bernina Barb. You tell us what to do.
All right, we've seen a whole bunch of these
Yep.
come through. It was
Is this Carnival or
in the box last year, and now it's a kit that they can purchase. So
Carousel.
Carousel?
carousel, yeah. So we've quilted quite a few of these for
Mhm.
ladies, and it is a really pretty pattern, but you need a good quilter because there's a lot of negative space. What's called negative space.
Yeah.
So-
Negative space.
Yeah. So now we have a kit that you can purchase.
Hold that side.
Yeah, I'll show off the back. We did. This is abundant feather.
Mhm.
This one is one of our favorite feathers. Let's see, we can tilt it a little bit. There you go.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Great.
Are you going to have any demonstrations before the end of the serger month?
Yes, at the event.
I might want to repeat my question. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh. So we have a question that are we going to have any of the demonstrations
On sergers.
on sergers? Of course, if you come and make an appointment with us, Barb is always available to show some of the stuff. But next Tuesday, on our event, we have that Pam Massey from Bernina, who is in charge of all the serger education stuff. And if you have questions, that's going to be the time to take advantage of having her there, because if she doesn't know, nobody knows.
Right.
So
Right.
they're going to be doing, like I said, the bow tie blocks, and she's shown me all sorts of stuff. So many of you who are fans of Primitive Gatherings obviously use the Valdani thread, and I saw her do the decorative stitches with the Valdani through the L890, which is super cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you can do that.
I know that she has plenty of stuff.
Yeah.
And she'll be there during the entire event, and I know she'll love to answer any questions anybody has on the sergers.
And if you want to try one out and you just can't make next Tuesday,
Just try.
you can come in and we'll show you whatever you need to know.
No excuses. Everyone's got to be there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, people, ask
Here's
us.
Jake.
What do we got? Ask us some questions.
Anybody
Somebody's got a question. I missed like 2 weeks in a row here.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything?
No. There it
Well,
is.
yeah. Here.
What do you
Do
got?
I have to have an appointment to bring in for a quilt consultation for
You don't have to have an appointment, but it's always better to give us a heads up and know when you're going to be in, because if sometimes we're here, there, or like right now, for example, if somebody came downstairs, we don't have anyone that's going to consult with much. So it's always better. So if I know that you're there and you want to talk about some ideas, but otherwise you're always welcome to just come in too.
Yeah.
And usually there's definitely someone that can fill out the quilt intake form. If you just wanted to do quilter's choice, which is what a lot of people who drop quilts off use. That just leaves it up to our discretion. They say, we see what you do. We like what you do.
Mhm.
Just use whatever you think, make it look great, and quilter's choice. We don't need much of a consultation to do that. But if you want to talk to one of us, give us a call. Let us know when you're coming. That way we can just make sure that we're there and not at lunch or on a delivery or that sort of thing.
It's not a question, but maybe address this. Trish Turner says she has a very first quilt top finish, but it has a few errors. She's a little embarrassed to send it to a long arm.
I'm glad, Trish. I'm so glad that you said. Thank you, Trish, for saying this. So, when we first started the long arm business, and you kind of learn a little bit about sort of the culture around long arming, how she feels is kind of, it's justified in a way, because a lot of long armers are kind of like, there's like snarky of, listen, our job is to encourage you to keep going in the hobby. So as long as this is not something that's going to prevent us from actually quilting it, please send it to us.
Mm-hmm.
We love beginner quilters. We know that everyone's not perfect.
Yeah.
And the only way you're going to get better is if you do more. And the only way you're going to do more is if someone doesn't make you feel like crap when you show them your quilt. So that's a very good question.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that we made the decision at the very, very beginning that we weren't going to be one of those people that get mad at our own customers for being like beginners or having mistakes. Now, if there's a mistake, if I have a lady who's, let's say an award-winning quilter, and she drops stuff off and her border's full, we might call her and be like, hey, just so you know, you might have made a, because if it's really
calculation.
Yeah. But we do all sorts of skill levels, and the only way you're going to get better is to do more. So please email us, Trish. We'd love to do any of your quilts, as long as it's not like you don't got like buttons sewn onto it or something like that.
We've had people send things with buttons sewn on, so I have to take them off.
And even then, we try to work. Yeah, we try to work.
And I had one lady who sent us a beautifully executed Lori Holt applique, and I was measuring it, and one of the B wings was not appliqued down, and it was like, "Ooh, I think that's not supposed to be loose like that." So I called her and I asked, would you be okay with me finishing that applique? And she said, "Oh my God, I didn't even know I had missed something." So, even people who have done high level, high skill things will occasionally, oops.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah.
But we don't, I mean,
most of it's easily fixed, or a seam has come open. That happens to a lot of people where, you get it on the frame and a seam opens up. We can take care of that.
Yeah. Yep. We do our best. And like I said, we know that not everybody, especially beginning, not everything is going to be perfect. So, but we welcome everybody. Those are our favorite people, honestly, the beginner people. We want to do their stuff so you guys can feel good, get that dopamine, serotonin hit, whatever the proper word is, and you get on to the next one, and then you'll be better. Mm-hmm. So what else we got? I see there's some comments coming in here.
Oh, it says, will you demo how to nest quilt patterns to get them to line up well quilting?
Yeah. So for those of you who followed our video a few weeks ago now, Jake and I did the loading and designing. The next one we're going to do is a video on snap to point, which is exactly what you're talking about, which is we'll do a video. And this is probably the most challenging part of what we teach for people to get it down. But it's once you get it, it's not difficult. And that is when you're doing an edge to edge, like let's say you're doing this crosshatch and you got like, let's say the first advance done, and then you roll that quilt up. The hard part is then it's what we use in Bernina world is called snap to point, is the method that we use to nest the pattern back together and realign it for the next row. And the next video that we're going to do is going to be on that, because that's the next thing. And that should be very useful for people who kind of want to just know what goes into edge to edge robotic quilting. And it should be useful to like our customers who just want a reminder, because that's like the hardest part, especially with something like crosshatch, when you move that and you got like 100 little points and you got to make sure the next the next row meets up exact, and you don't
Really
get the
neat,
shark
yeah.
teeth effect, which can happen.
Can happen.
So what else? See, I like this interactive stuff. This is how we want these things. Don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you think they're whatever.
Yeah. There's
Yeah, do that.
All right, so I'm wondering if you sell files for quilt designs for the Q-matic.
So we don't, but I always like to promote the stuff that we use, because I want to give credit to where credit is due. So for example, this one right here, there's a lady, I don't want to say it wrong because she does really good. Is it Alicia? It's Quilting It. So if you Google Quilting It with an exclamation point, I think her name is Alicia, and she has a little website, and she sells awesome stuff, and she has a ton of videos, and she even has some educational stuff on like how to run this properly, because it is hard. So that's a really great resource. Also, Urban Elements we use.
Three Sisters.
Three Sisters Quilting.
Willow
Leaf Studios.
Yeah, we don't design any edge-to-edge patterns through primitive gatherings.
Not yet. Maybe one day. I mean, that's a good idea. The thing I will say about buying those designs is, especially if you're like us and you got a business to run, the last thing you want to deal with is when something is improperly digitized. So what you'll find if you get into this is it's not good enough just to like how the pattern looks. You also have to test it and make sure you like how the pattern runs. There's like speed values. I think there's a lot that goes into it that's honestly over my head. I'm not a software engineer or a digitizer, but we've had designs that we liked, but they just ran like crap.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
repeat back over itself. Weird.
Yeah.
so you can have a design like you can have 3 orange peels from 3 different companies, and they all look the same, but the way it's digitized and the way it doubles back over itself, or how many rows it does at once, it really makes a difference. So sometimes just because you don't like the way, let's say, the orange peel you have works, doesn't mean that the orange peel is bad. It means that you probably need to find another. And if anyone has any questions about what I recommend, give me a call and I could probably point you more specifically in the direction, because
that new orange peel we had literally takes half the amount of time to run.
we do waste a lot of money like figuring it out, because you know, it is like you buy these things and like, you know, it's like you like it, but then you run it and you're like, I don't like how it nests, or I don't like how it spaces out, or I don't like how it's digitized.
That star pattern we did on those, that was bad because it went back and forth over itself many times, and it took a long time to do. It was very pretty. It was very pretty, but
pro tip, definitely if you buy a new design, try it out on something else first. Don't learn it on somebody's quilt. Don't do that.
If you want to let them know, I can link all of those resources you just listed into the video for them.
Okay, maybe in the future we can link those. We should definitely give credit because we use their stuff a lot. So there's a few places that we definitely recommend. And even if some designs I like better than others, at least these places they're correct when they're digitized, because I have bought them and they're just not digitized. All right, what do we got? Anything else?
Will you be doing any more long arm videos like you did?
Yep. So like the last couple questions ago, we're going to do the nesting, and then we can do some other stuff.
Thread break recoveries.
We can do all sorts of fun stuff that hopefully is valuable.
Go over like a basic maintenance of the Q series, so you guys can see that and how easy that is to do.
Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to just try to put into segments that make sense, that basically are the contents of when you buy a long arm from us, like what we try to teach. And what we try to really specialize with is the edge to edge stuff, because it's what we do. And if someone's interested in doing custom quilting, the Q-matic can do a lot of really great stuff, and we can definitely help you get started on that. But full disclosure, we're not custom quilters. We don't do that for a business. So our expertise really is in the edge to edge stuff. And for people that are buying one of these machines for $30,000, the edge to edge stuff is a great way to supplement the cost of that machine. You can really, it's not hard to do, and you can at least pay for it. And then in your own time, if you want to dedicate, 4 months to one quilt, custom quilting it and chase a blue ribbon, then you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the interact. This is
Yeah.
good. Next week, make sure you guys, if you follow us every week, don't be afraid to ask questions. It makes it more
More fun.
interesting. So it's
Yeah.
not like we're just talking into the void.
I've got a talking head.
Been gone too long.
Too long.
Too long.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn that into a thing.
Any more questions?
What else?
Mm-mm.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right. Why don't you do the giveaway?
Prize time. Okay. All right. I have 3 prizes. I have 3 names. I'm not going to put a prize with a name. We're just going to send them out. So you're taking your chances here. But Sandy Betancourt.
Woo.
Sandy Betancourt. Please contact Heidi at the address on the screen and make sure you do it .us. Thank you. All right. Next, Megan 789. Whoever Megan 789 is, we got a prize for you.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. And Betty Bailey. Betty Bailey. All right.
Is that it?
All right.
I think that's it for my portion of this program, except if this is the end.
Always remember to clean and oil your Bernina.